Hey, how are you doing? This is Greg Van Kirk. Hope you're doing well. I just want to walk you through the Persona Map collaborative conversation tool here. This is for conversations focused on defining representative characteristics of people. Super, super important to do, to be very specific. This is a situational analysis tool, and this is within the field guide, part of Toolkit 3 at the moment. It changes in the future, that's fine. The tool is still just as relevant, so is the description. And this is a human-centered and systems mapping tool. As always, at the top here, I've got the About This tool, where I describe what it is, how to use this tool down below. Then we've got the tool itself, which I'll get to and describe how to use. You can see it's pretty straightforward. And then the engagement role guidance. About this tool. Customer personas are used in business to capture priority information about customers. They're representative portraits. It's not about just one person, right? It's a representative portrait of potential clients or customers or beneficiaries or whomever it might be. Inspired by the customer persona, this persona map tool will help you and your team create empathetic personas of the people you aspire to support. Use this tool to note down the following with as much detail as possible. Again, specificity. Persona name. Make up a description and alliterative name like Motherly Mary or Sally Student. This technique makes the persona easy to remember and discuss. Gender identification. It's obviously from the persona's perspective, not yours. Age range. Try to keep this as narrow a range as possible, right? Specificity. I don't want to say adults. I want to be specific about how old are these adults that I'm trying to work with or support potentially. Place, where does your persona live and work? Family, status role. Excuse me. What's the persona's family situation? Education situation. What's their past, current, and future potential situation? Include formal and informal education. Work situation. What's their past, current, and potential future situation? What exactly have they done? What do they do now? These are just simply prompts, right? There could be a lot more. Where do they work and why? Financial situation. What's their income, spending, savings, investment, rent, and or debt situation? Why? And housing and transportation situation. What type of house or apartment do they live in? Do they have electricity, water, appliances, etc.? Why or why not? How do they get around from place to place? Do they have a preference? Over to the right, health situation. How's their mental and physical health? How do they access healthcare services? Technology access preferences. What type of technology do they have access to, use, and or prefer? Do they have social media presence, right? It's going to help you understand potentially how you reach out to people, how you're going to communicate with people. Aspirations or goals. What do they hope to achieve over the short, medium, and long term? This could be in work, it could be in life, it could be in their community. Right? It depends on the context. Motivations, what inspires and drives them, right? Try to figure out external and intrinsic motivations. Can you hear what people are saying that really motivates and drives them? What else is important? Other important information that might be missed. A day in the life. Write down what this persona does throughout a typical day. Tell a story, right? A story of their life. And quotes. What are some relevant things this persona says or might say, right? Might need to be creative there a little bit and just imagine it before you actually know this persona well. So that's our persona map. Here it is. So again, you can always, at the top, this is a PDF within your field guide. So click here or on the tool to access the Google Sheet, make an editable copy. So if you want to capture it there, you can always photocopy this, do this on a whiteboard, do it on a piece of paper. But here's guidance on the actual tool. So we said the persona, so drawing of the persona. So draw, what does this person look like? However you want to do it, stick figures, something more intricate, but help you sort of visualize the persona. And then you'll see with each one of the different characteristics that I described in the description that I described when talking about this tool just a moment ago, you have them all here. So you have persona name, gender identification, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So just fill in as much as you possibly can. That tells you as specifically as you can about this persona. You're going to learn through doing this what you know, what you don't know, maybe where some challenges might be. But really, really helpful to start off with this tool because with so many of the other tools or so much of your other work, it's all about somebody or someone or a community member, right? Or a team member, what have you. let's try to define who that person is before we get up and going and diving into greater detail. So that's your persona map. Ideally is always, this is iterative. Maybe you're going to keep updating this. You might have multiple persona maps. That's totally fine, right? Because you have multiple people that you're looking to serve or work with or work for. And then we have engagement role guidance over here. So hands-on. So assuming you're in there doing some work with an organization, with the community, use this tool to build a persona or personas of the beneficiaries or clients that are benefiting from the work you're engaged in. What's the primary persona of community members supported by the organization you're working with? Consulting. Use this tool to help the organization team and or project team that you're consulting for define the persona of the people who will benefit from the consulting, right? Great starting place. Who is the consulting project meant to serve? Fill out that persona. As with all of these tools, this can be one of your final deliverables. And innovating. Use this to define the persona of the people who will benefit from the innovation. Who's encountering the problem you hope to help solve through your innovation, right? Persona tool, persona map, super, super helpful. I would do this for all of your work. And you can also add in other categories if you'd like to. I just tried to include some of the really main things that we want to have and capture here. So that's it. Best of luck with this. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns or problems or want a little bit of help. I'm very happy to collaborate in whatever way is most helpful with you. So thank you and have a wonderful day.